Hello, Taurus. Welcome to Intuitive Gems. This is going to be your July 2019 money, wealth, prosperity, finance, abundance reading. And I'm using my Morgan Greer deck. I'm going to clarify with my Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot, and then I will do a reading from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reed. So as I get myself set up here, I hope you had a good month of June. I know things were starting to change for a lot of us as far as the energy. Oops, and I want to say that a lot of us were kind of stressing about some things. At least I know I was, and I know I read that in the comments from a lot of you. But I do know that things are definitely turning around for the better. So as long as you are doing your part, you can trust that Spirit is doing its part, okay? It's not about just sitting around at home and waiting for things to happen. You have to be proactive in a lot of things, okay? I don't know why I'm bringing that up, but I'm feeling like that's something maybe some of you need to hear. You really need to do your part, and you really need to take action so that way the things you want have a way to get to you, especially as it relates to money, okay? All right, Taurus, so let's go ahead and get started. Ooh. All right. What do we need to know for the sign of Taurus as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of July 2019? What do we need to know for the sign of Taurus? All right. What is the message for Taurus for July of 2019? I do need one more card. Okay. All right, Taurus. Well, it looks like you've been building something very, I want to say very stable. Now, we have the Four of Wands here. This is a card of foundation and stability, but it can also mean a celebration, marriage. Since we are focusing on wealth, money, finances, prosperity, that type of thing, I want to say that you have been putting the groundwork in for something, and it's definitely going to set you up to be in the right place at the right time. We also have the Two of Coins here in the reverse position. Now, this is about choices and trying to balance, I want to say the work-life balance, which has kind of been out of sync for you for a little while. And that may continue a little bit into July, so just be aware of that. But look what we have here. We do have the Fool in the upright position. This means starting a brand new journey, a brand new adventure, or ready to just kind of take off. Maybe you are looking at new possibilities, and you're finally feeling like you're ready to go ahead and start a brand new adventure. And this is something that's going to be really nourishing for your spirit. This is something that's going to really put you in that place of playfulness and creativity and feeling like just a joyous, fruitful experience. Now, we also have the Four of Cups here, and this is a card about feeling like you're missing out on something, or feeling like maybe you have this, but you really want that. Or you have some things, but you don't have everything. And I really want you to be aware of feeling that way, because it doesn't necessarily mean you don't have everything you want, but this card is really all about perception. It's about how you view things and how you view the world and about how you see your situation. You know, sometimes when we are involved directly with whatever the circumstances, we can't really be neutral in our opinion of it. You know, we're too caught up. And so I really want you to be aware that a lot of times it's just your perception. It may not necessarily be how things actually are. All right, what else do we need to know for the sign of Taurus as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of July 2019? Okay. You know what? I'm going to go with these cards here because I'm feeling like they're telling us something. There's quite a few here. We have the Emperor, Eight of Wands. Got a lot of movement. Things are going to be happening very quickly for you in July, Taurus. Could involve a Virgo, or it could involve a Leo. Okay, so we have the Emperor here. Now this is a card of someone who is very powerful in their decisions. Someone who has a lot of authority, someone who knows the lay of the land. They know all the details about whatever, you know, the situation is, maybe a certain company, maybe a certain, I want to say like a business or something. And I'm feeling like this is you, Taurus. This is your energy where you are definitely in, you know, the person in charge, the person who is looking out for all of the details of said operation. Now we also have the Eight of Wands here. This is a card of movement, of things happening quickly. And that is also with the Chariot. Now this is another card of speed and things happening fast. So when I see these two cards together, I really feel like this is telling us something's going to happen very, very quickly. Now, just be careful though. Don't feel pressured to make a quick decision because this Chariot is showing up in the reverse. And when this shows up in the reverse position, it means sometimes hastiness, you know, not necessarily thinking before you leap. And again, that falls onto the Fool card. So again, don't be hasty when you're making a decision. However, don't waste time either because we do see things moving rather quickly. Now, we do have a couple of people involved here. I'm really feeling like this is a Virgo energy person, and I'm also feeling like this is a Leo. I'm not going to say that this can't be maybe a I want to say maybe like a solo journey, which is sometimes when I see the Hermit, it's usually someone who likes to work alone or someone who's doing some soul searching. But I'm really feeling like these two cards are representing a person or people. Like I said, I'm really feeling that Virgo energy strong here, and I'm really feeling that Leo energy strong here. I do feel some support coming from a Virgo person for you, Taurus. And I also feel like the Leo person kind of is, it's like they care, but they're not involved. You know, it's not that they don't care about you. It's just that they're kind of caught up in their own thing right now. And so it's not that they don't want to be there for you. It's just that they're already kind of overwhelmed with their own stuff, that it's hard for them to take on anyone else's stuff. But it doesn't mean that they don't care about you. They may just be a little bit unavailable, especially as we move into that second week of July. All right, let's go ahead and do some clarifiers here. Now, for the most part, Taurus, this reading is actually pretty neutral in the sense that there's nothing like negative or horrible that's coming to you in July. However, it does show a lot of stability and a lot of forward movement. I'm seeing a lot of you know, decisions and taking action and moving forward, and almost like you are in the progression stages of your life, meaning you're not necessarily at that payoff just yet. However, you're moving in that direction. There's certain things that need to be in place so you can experience those big wins. And I'm feeling like that's what's going on with you right now. Things are falling into place. You're laying the groundwork. You're doing what you need to do, so that way when it is time to experience that big windfall or that big win, you're definitely going to be set up and ready for that. All right, let's go ahead and get some more details for you, Taurus. What do we need to know for the sign of Taurus as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of July 2019? What do we need to know for Taurus? Okay. Okay, Taurus. All right, so we have the Knight of Swords here in the reverse. Looks like this card wants to show up. We also have the Knight of Pentacles. Now again, the Knights always mean some type of action. It can also be the energy of a person, like a young person who is very energetic, someone who is definitely able. They may not have the wisdom, but they definitely have the energy and the strength to persevere in any situation. But I'm feeling like, again, this is all about that swift, quick movement. We have the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. This tells me that it's something work or business related. When I see the swords here, this tells me that it could be conversations, conversations going back and forth in order to clarify certain things. And because this knight is connected to the Emperor here, I do feel some conversations that are definitely going to maybe shed some enlightenment on your situation. Again, this is all work related, business related, finance related. So just make sure when you do communicate with people that you are being very, very careful and do a lot of listening, okay? Because when I see this in the reverse, this tells me that sometimes we're unable to cut through the BS, okay? Because someone, sometimes you ask someone, what time is it? And then they give you the history of the clock. And that's not what you asked. And that's what I'm feeling like this energy is here, especially seeing this card in the reverse position. It means kind of unable to just kind of cut through the nonsense. So just be aware of that when you are having these conversations as it relates to your money, that you want to tell people to just kind of be direct and enough of the constant over talking. I apologize if you hear my dog in the background. She's eating her food and her dishes not very far from me. We also have the Knight of Pentacles here. Again, this is all about that energy and that movement as it relates to money. So the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse position, this just means that things are going to be kind of slow, and maybe you're not going to necessarily have any challenges, but things I just don't feel are going to happen as quickly as you'd like them to. But it doesn't mean that they're not going to happen at all. Just some slowing down, maybe a few delays, but it doesn't mean that anything's wrong. It just means that maybe somebody along the way dropped the ball somewhere. We've also got the Page of Cups here in reverse. This is some information coming in. Again, this is all about that timing when I see this in the reverse position. Also, the Three of Cups in the reverse position. So this is news and information coming in, and the timing is just not what you expect. I also see this Three of Cups situation here. Now, the Three of Cups can either mean a celebration, it can also mean a third party. And because this card is connected to or is touching the Hermit card, I'm sensing that maybe there's a third party situation involving a Virgo, because I also see some arguing, some chaos going back and forth. This is also with that Leo. So just be careful, because some of the interaction going on with a third party involving a Virgo and a Leo, and some arguing, that's something that I think it's going to affect you in July. Okay, so just be aware of that. I want to do one more card to kind of clarify this situation here. All right, what do we need to know for the sign of Taurus as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance? Yep, something having to do with money. However, you are on top of it, Taurus. I don't see you taking any type of a loss, but I do see some discussion about money, some heated discussion about money here. But it's okay, because you're still going to come out on top. I mean, it's not like you're being taken advantage of. It's not like someone's pulling one over on you. You're definitely on top of it. You know what's going on. You're really good when it comes to money. So I think that's probably what the arguing or the discussion could be about. Maybe someone wants to borrow money and you just flat out tell them no. Maybe someone wants you to invest in their business and you're like, no, that's not a good fit for me. Whatever it is you're doing, you've got your boundaries set in place as it relates to your money, and that's definitely a good thing, Taurus. So you're pretty strong as it comes to that. And that's actually a good thing, because a lot of people are not. All right, let's do a few more cards for Taurus. What else do we need to know for the sign of Taurus as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance? I feel like I need at least 2 more cards for you. What do we need to know for the sign of Taurus? Okay. Oh, wow. All right, Taurus, so you're definitely going to be making some decisions in July. You're going to be making some decisions, as it relates to money, trying to balance everything. Also here, you're not sure exactly what you want to do or which way you want to go. However, we do have the 6 of Wands here. This is in the reverse. The 6 of Wands means being recognized for something, but I feel like maybe... I'm feeling like maybe the 6 of Wands is just kind of a situation where someone else is taking the credit. That makes sense. So that could be business, it could be work, but it's okay, because I think the people who are in the right place, who need to know what's really going on, do know. But that's what I'm feeling with this card here. Someone else taking the credit for something that you did, or something, or taking credit for your idea. So, however, you are going to be figuring out how to balance it all. You are going to be in a pretty stable place as it relates to your money. And like I said, you have new opportunities coming up, and that's going to be showing up in the beginning of July. All right, I want one more card here, because I'm feeling like, oh wow. Yeah, I'm feeling like there was something more that you needed to know. So check it out. You've got the 4 of Wands here. That's the last card, and that was also the first card earlier in your reading. However, this is in the reverse position. So I'm feeling like this is not necessarily a marriage, but it's still a celebration or a foundation of, a laying of the groundwork in some way. So that's going to start off strong in the beginning of July, and you're still going to be dealing with that as July moves through into August. Okay, but don't stress about it, because things are definitely falling into place for you, Taurus. It's just more about, like I said, that progression. It's not like you're losing anything, but you may feel like you're not gaining anything in in the time frame that you want it, but it doesn't mean it's not coming. It just means that, you know, there's a time of sowing and then there's a time of reaping. You know, when you plant a flower, it doesn't blossom the next day. It takes time. And I feel like that's kind of what's going on with you, Taurus, is there's some things going on beneath the surface, and then finally things will rise and things will grow, and you will experience the benefit and the payoff of all the things that you've laid down into place. All right, let's go ahead and pull an oracle card as we end your reading. I'm feeling really good about July for you, Taurus. All right, to the sea. Look at how beautiful this card is. To the sea. So now this could mean travel. This could also mean a calmness. And I think that energy really resonates with this reading here. You know, it's not like you have to even overreact, stress, or feel overwhelmed. It's almost like that calmness of the ocean, where sometimes you feel a little bit of unsettling from the waves, but then eventually everything gets really tranquil and peaceful. And I do have that feeling for you, Taurus, for the month of July 2019. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it was helpful. If you do have any questions about anything, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Also, if you would like some wealthy mindset tips, make sure you sign up for those in using the link below. I'll have it linked in the description in case you are interested. All right, Taurus, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again soon.